Hi, I can only hear you a little bit. You're cutting in and out. Do you have a good connection? Are you there, Anton? Anton? Okay, well, I hope that you can get a better connection. Hi, Anna.
Hi, Edison.
How
What's
are
up?
you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Good. Is that you paddleboarding in that picture?
Yes.
That's very cool. That looks like an awesome spot. Is that a recent photo?
Yes, it is a recent photo. I took this picture in an island nearby called Botinas. Uh, there are two islands there, side by side. The shore is rocky, but I enjoy going there a lot.
Very cool. Wow, that
We
looks
have
amazing.
a bunch of islands here, more than three 365 islands.
Wow, one for every day of the year. That's amazing. Well, one day I will make it to Brazil, so I can take that photo. That's awesome. Anton, are you with us? Okay, well, Anna, can you hear Anton at all? Maybe it's just me.
No, unfortunately, I cannot.
Okay. All right. Well, Anton, I would try to disconnect and then reconnect and see if that works because we cannot hear you. And
Thank
if
you.
that doesn't work, try
Maybe
typing.
he could try to log in and log out again.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what I would
maybe
suggest.
you could send him a message. Sometimes it works.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully he'll reconnect. But we're going to go ahead and begin. Um, oh, you mean a message on Linguistico? I could try to do that. Oh, there he goes. Okay. So hopefully he can reconnect. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait 2 minutes just to see if he can join us, if that's okay. Because I would like him. I think he's going to try and reconnect. Awesome. So, how have you been? I haven't been in class with you for a while. What's going on?
I've
Everything
been,
good?
yes, everything's fine. Thank you.
Great. Um, has the weather been nice in Brazil?
Actually, it is raining. Um,
It's raining right now.
uh, no, right now no, but it's cloudy. It was raining. Hi, Anton. Can you hear us now?
Uh-oh. Anton, can you hear us? I think maybe if you mute your microphone and then unmute it, maybe that would work.
Uh, Maybe now you can hear me.
Oh, we can hear you, or I can hear you at least. Very faintly, but if you could just maybe talk a little bit into your microphone more, that would be great. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Great. Okay, I'm glad that you reconnected. That's awesome. Okay. Well, happy to have you with us. So guys, what are we talking about today? Do you remember?
about some exotic stuff.
Some exotic stuff, yes. Anna, do you remember what this class is called?
I don't know how to pronounce it, teacher. Oh my gosh, it's uh, I don't know how to say. Oh, sorry.
That's
Celebration somewhere. Nacirema, something like that. I don't know how.
good. Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Nacirema. Awesome. There are many different ways to pronounce it, so that's fine. So today we are going to be honing in on our reading skills. So I have a lot of reading for you today. If it gets to be too much, just let me know because it is a lot. This is an advanced reading class, and I think you guys can both handle it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So let me know when you can see my screen that has the article.
I can see it.
You can see it. Okay, Anton, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll make it a little bit bigger for you guys so that it... okay, good. So this is an article by Horace Minor, and it's called "The Body Ritual Among the Nacirema." This is a man that is an anthropologist. So he studies different tribes, different groups of people, and talks about their different habits among those group of people. So just again, be mindful of different cultures. Be open-minded about different traditions, and just be respectful of other of those cultures and their traditions, and maybe different institutions and societies. Okay. So we are going to skip the discussion for the end, and we're going to get right into it, just because, like I said before, this is a lot of reading. So, starting with most cultures, Anna, why don't you start?
Okay. Body ritual among the... Could you pronounce again?
Nacirema.
Nacirema. By Horace Minor. From Horace Minor, body ritual among Nacirema, reproduced by permission of the American Anthropological Association from the American anthropologists. Most cultures exhibit a particular configuration or style, a single value or pattern of perceiving the world often leaves its stamp on several institutions in the society. Examples of teacher. Examples are machismo in Spanish-influenced cultures, face in Japanese culture, and pollution by females in some highland New Guinea cultures. Here, Horace Minor demonstrates that attitudes about the body have a pervasive influence on many institutions in Nacirema society.
Excellent
Teacher,
pronunciation.
I have a doubt.
Yes, you have a question?
Because I thought
Yes.
we shouldn't use an article before society. I thought
For which specifically talking about, so I can see it.
on several institutions in society, I, I thought we shouldn't use an article there. Because once someone...
I'm sorry, I don't see where you're talking about. Can you point out read the sentence for me?
Yes. A single value of pardon of perceiving the world often leaves its stamp on several institutions in the society. I thought we shouldn't take away the article because someone taught me once that society is just a society, not the society.
Okay. Yes. Well, it's okay. Society, there are many different ways to talk about society, so I think this is an exception to the rule. So normally we talk about society just in general, kind of like government. But It's similar to government, where we can refer to the government or the society in general. So in this case, either one you can use, it's fine, in society or in the society. They both mean the same thing here. Does that make sense?
So.
So.
Because yes, articles are tricky.
They are tricky. Yes, I could definitely teach at least 1 or 2 classes on them, so maybe I'll do that again. But let's read the sentence. Let's see. Often leaves its stamp on several institutions in the society. Okay, so this is referring to the specific society. So several institutions in the society that he's referring to, as opposed to in society as a whole. So we might say, for example, let's see.
Okay, it's clear now. Thank you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, similar to government. Think of it that way. And what about pervasive, guys? We see this sentence on the bottom, have a pervasive influence. What does pervasive mean?
Evil?
Say that again?
I'm not sure. Teacher. Maybe evil. A bad influence. A evil influence. No?
Not quite here. Anton, do you have an idea?
It's kind of deeper influence.
Good, yeah. It's similar to the word prevalent. So spanning over many areas. I will put the definition in the chat so you can see it and refer to it later. Anton, can you read what I wrote in the chat aloud, please?
Spreading widely throughout an area or a group of people.
Excellent. Yeah, so that's pervasive. Good. All right. So we know what we're talking about. Let's get going into the actual article. So this last sentence, Anna, will you read this last sentence again?
She has left.
Okay. Anton, will you take over and read that last sentence?
Here, Horace Minor demonstrates that attitudes about the body have a pervasive influence on many institutions in Nacirema society.
Good. Repeat again, pervasive.
Pervasive influence.
Good. Try working on that V sound again. V. We want that vibration, right? So not pervasive, pervasive.
Pervasive.
Close. You're still saying the W sound. Can you try, it's hard because I can't see you, but putting your lips closer together and keeping them flat. So the, and we want to scrape our teeth. That's okay, Anna. Thanks for coming back. Put your teeth, your top teeth, on the bottom lip. Pervasive. So here, I'll show you my face.
Pervasive.
Oh, excellent. One more time.
Pervasive.
Close. You had it better the first time. So take a look at my bottom lip and my teeth. Pervasive.
Pervasive.
Excellent. There you go. Good. All right. So keep practicing that the. Not wa. See the difference? Way. That's a W. Way. We want the.
I'm sorry, I see the difference definitely, but I can't adjust my articulation because I'm actually not speaking English every day. If
No, no,
I were
you can
speaking
do
every
it.
day English, I would adjust it
You
for.
can though. You just did it. I heard you. You did a great job. You just said a V sound. So it might take some time to get used to it just because you're not speaking English every day. But when you do speak English and you practice that B, B, and you kind of visualize my teeth against my bottom lip, B, for that V sound, you'll get it. You just did it. So let's try it one more time. Pervasive.
Pervasive.
Better, better. Good. All right, keep practicing that at home, okay? All right, let's go back to the reading. So this last sentence that you both read, what are we going to be talking about today then in this article? What do you think, guys? Anyone?
Could you remind me the meaning of perva- pervasive?
Good pronunciation. Yes, the definition is in the chat on the right. So
I cannot see because my connection dropped.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it means prevalent or spreading widely throughout an area or group of people.
Okay,
So
so
vast.
it means that this guy, or the minor, uh, wants to wanna prove that that uh, things that people do with their bodies
Mm-hmm.
influence a lot a lot a lot institutions there in that society.
Good, yeah. He's basically just saying that the people in this society think a lot about the body. Okay, so a lot of their traditions, a lot of their culture are affected by what they think of the body. Okay? Does that make sense, guys?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good. So we're going to be talking a lot about beauty and the body. All right, awesome job reading. Anton, will you please read this first paragraph?
Uh, the anthropologist has become too familiar with the diversity of ways in which different peoples behave in similar situations, that he is not apt to be surprised by even the most exotic customs.
Good. Wait, stop there. So what is this sentence saying, Anton?
uh, that that anthropologist, which is uh, which is we read before,
Which is
who is
what?
this anthropologist is not surprised by any exotic cultures approaches to the, to the body.
Say that one more time.
That this anthropologist wasn't surprised uh, by
Good,
that
good.
by that cultural features.
Good, yeah, exactly. This is saying exactly what you said, that there's so many different customs and that some of these don't surprise him, even the weird ones. Good, all right, continue. with in fact?
In fact, if all of the logically possible combinations of behavior have not been found somewhere in the world, he is apt to suspect that they must be present in some yet undescribed tribe. Present in some yet undescribed tribe. This point has in fact been expressed with respect to clan organization by Marduk. In this light, the magical beliefs and practices of the Nacirema present present such unusual aspects that if it seems desirable to describe them as an example of the extremes to which human behavior can do.
Good, exactly. So basically, this is just saying that the Nacirema have practices and beliefs like any other culture, but sometimes they are unusual, and sometimes they are very extreme for human, as far as human behavior goes. So basically, it's just getting you ready for some of the weird things they're going to talk about. Excellent reading, Anton. All right, Anna, go ahead.
Professor Linton first brought the ritual of the Nacirema to the attention of anthropologists 20 years ago, but the culture of these people is still very poorly understood. They are a North American group living in the territory between the Canadian Creole, the I don't know how to pronounce it,
I actually don't either, but I think we can say Yaqui.
Yaqui, and Tarahumari of Mexico, and the Caribbean Arawak of the Antilles. Little is known of their origin, although tradition states that they came from the east.
Excellent. So this is just talking about where they're from. Continue, Anna.
Nacirema culture is characterized by a highly developed market economy, which has evolved in a rich natural habitat. While much of the people's time is devoted to economic pursuits, a large part of the fruits of these labors and a considerable portion of the day are spent in ritual activity. The focus of this activity is the human body, the appearance and health of which loom as a dominant concern in the ethos of the people.
Good.
While such a concern is certainly not unusual, its ceremonial aspects and associated philosophy are unique.
Good. Excellent. So what did we learn about the Nacirema here? What are we talking about?
Well, um, they are not North American people,
Good.
and they are living somewhere between Mexico and Antilles,
Mm-hmm.
and and people don't know a lot of their origin, and they have a very good economy and
Good.
a very rich natural habitat, and
Yes.
plenty of people um, uh, plenty of people are are committed to economic goals,
Good. Exactly.
and another people uh, spends a lot of time by doing ritual activities.
Yeah. And what are the ritual activities focus on?
The human body and the
Excellent.
health.
Excellent. Wow, Anna, perfect job. Great pace on your reading, great pronunciation, and great comprehension. That is awesome.
Thank you,
Uh,
teacher.
yes.
Please, what does loom means?
Can yes, loom. Can you show me where it says loom, and I can try and kind of tell you in the context what it means?
Okay, the focus of this activity is the human body, the appearance and health of which loom is a dominant concern in the ethos of the people.
Um, it kind of just means to appear, kind of. Does that make sense? Let's see, it has, of which loom is a dominant concern. Oh, yeah. So this is something that kind of appears, or something that when something is looming over someone, it means that it's something they constantly think about, or something that can stress someone out a lot. So this just means that appearance and health loom. This means that they are very important and they're always on the mind of the people. So for example, the fact that I have a test tomorrow is looming over me, which means it's something that's kind of appearing or standing over you, kind of metaphorically, that you can't stop thinking about. Does that make sense?
Like an obsession.
Less than an obsession, because an obsession sometimes is something that we always want to do, or something that we always want to have. But loom is usually more negative, in the sense that, like, something is looming over you, meaning it's something that you might not want to think about, but it just
Like
does.
like a concern.
Yes, it's a constant concern. Something that looms is a concern. Does that answer
Thank
your
you.
question? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Anton, do you have questions on this before we move on?
No?
No? Okay, awesome. All right. Next paragraph. Go ahead, Anton.
The fundamental belief underlying the whole system appears to be that the human body is ugly, and that its natural tendency is to debility and disease.
Okay, so stop right there. So what do they think about the body, Anton?
Mm, that well, actually, they think. I don't think that they think about the body as a something ugly, but the belief makes him. That belief makes them consider the um, how to explain that.
What is the fundamental belief of their whole system?
That body is ugly, and
Yep,
the
that's it.
nature of
The
the
body is
tendency.
ugly. That is the idea of this sentence, is that it's the most important thing of the sentence, is that they think that the body is ugly, and that it will be, you know, it doesn't have a lot of ability to do much, and it will, you will be ill or diseased or die. Okay?
I thought you want my explanation in more simple sentences.
Nope, that's it. Just their fundamental belief is that the body is ugly. That's it.
Okay.
Simple, right there. We got it. So when we break down a sentence, I just want to make sure that you're comprehending what it means. So if I ask, what does this mean? Just sum it up in your own words, or with their words. It doesn't matter. But and just say, what is this really saying? Right? They're basically saying they believe the body is ugly, right? Does that make sense?
Of course, that makes sense.
All right, awesome. I thought you were trying to say that that you were saying that they thought that not that the human body was ugly, but and that's why I stopped you because that is their main belief.
Uh,
Okay, let's
Actually, I wanted to say that their culture propagate belief that you must do self-development.
believes that what? Say that again?
But, promote the belief that they must do self-development. Do you know what does mean self-development?
Yes, but it doesn't say that in this
Okay.
sentence yet, right? It only says their belief is that the body is ugly. They didn't say anything yet about changing it, right? Anton?
Yes.
Yes. Did they say anything about changing the body or self-development yet?
I just gave you my opinion on their that cultural specific feature, and
Oh, okay, great. Awesome. Yeah,
nothing more than that.
awesome. Yeah. So definitely. But let's stick to the facts right now and just comprehending what the reading is saying. And then afterwards we can have a little discussion about what we think about it, okay? Just because it is a lot of reading. But I just want to make sure you're comprehending what exactly you're reading. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, go ahead and continue.
Incar Incarcerated in such a body, man's only hope is to avert these characteristics through the use of the powerful influences of ritual and ceremony. Every household has one or more shrines devoted to this purpose. Uh, the more powerful individuals in the society have several shrines in their houses, and in fact, the appearance of a house is often referred to in terms of the number of such ritual centers it it possesses. Most houses are of wattle and daub construction, but the shrine rooms of the more wealthy and walled with stone. Poorer families imitate the rich by applying pottery pottery plaques to their shrine walls, while each family has at least one such shrine. The rituals associated with it are not family ceremonies, but are private and secret. The the rites are normally only discussed with children, and then only during the period when they have been initiated into these mysteries. I was able, however, to establish sufficient rapport with the native to examine these shrines and to have the rituals described to me.
Excellent job. So can you say this word right here? Can you see that what I've highlighted?
Plaques.
Plaques. Yep, excellent. And then try private one more time. Private. Remember, put your teeth on the bottom of the bottom lip.
Private.
Excellent. Good. And then, Anna, I see you had some questions. Anton, can you answer any of Anna's questions?
Shrine. It's like kind of Japanese also have a shrine, family shrines. It's kind of holy place or kind of altar where they pray, kind of memorial maybe.
Excellent. Yeah, it's like a little holy place to kind of honor someone or honor something. Yeah, exactly. And wattle and daub is just a way to make walls. I'm not sure exactly how they do it, but I think it's kind of like similar to like clay or cement or sand. It's basically just a way to build a wall. It's not really important what it is, just describing that they make houses. And then this word, Anna, could you say that word for me?
Rapport?
Close. We actually don't really pronounce the T, so it's just rapport.
Rapport.
Good. Excellent. Anton, rapport.
Rapport.
Good. So he says establish a sufficient rapport with the natives. What does that mean? Does anyone know?
Their reputation
Yeah.
between.
Excellent. Yeah. And just a good relationship. So it's a good thing when you have a good rapport with someone. It means that you have a good relationship. Awesome. All right. Anton, thanks for reading that. Awesome job. I know it's a lot of reading, but you powered through, so excellent job with that. All right. Anna, why don't you read the next one?
Could you scroll up?
Yes. Do you see it right here? This one?
No.
No. So like
My
that.
my connection is slow.
Is that better? Can you see it now?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Awesome.
The focal point of the shrine is a box of chests which is built into the wall. In this chest are kept the many charms and magical potions without which no native believes he could live. These preparations are secured from a variety of specialized practitioners. The most powerful of these are the medicine men, whose assistance must be rewarded with substantial gifts. However, the medicine men do not provide the curative potions for their clients, but decide what the ingredients should be and then write them down in an ancient and secret language. This writing is understood only by the medicine men and by the herbalists who, for, for another gift, provide the required charm.
Excellent. So perfect pronunciation. What is this in a sentence or two, Anna? What are they saying is important to the Nacirema people? But just what is this paragraph briefly talking about?
Mm, Well, um, it is talking about um, that's the principal. No, sorry. Um, it's talking about that the main point um, in in the place that they have in their house to do the ceremonies is a box built into the wall, and they put magical stuff there.
Good, yeah. So they put stuff that they get from, so the medicine men write down whatever they
Yes.
need, and then they bring it to someone else, and the herbalist or whoever it is give them these potions.
Hmm.
Awesome. All right. Since Anton read a large one, why don't you read the next one, and then we'll switch.
The charm is not disposed of after it has served its purpose. Pur- Sorry. I will kick off again. Can I?
Okay. Yeah, excellent. Go ahead.
The charm is not disposed of after it has served its pur- purpose. Pur-
Good,
purpose.
purpose.
Purpose. Purpose. Purpose. But is placed in the charm box of the household shrine. As these magical materials are specific for certain use, at the real or imagined
Maladies.
maladies
Hmm.
of the people are many. The charm box is usually full to overflowing. The magical packets are so numerous that people forget what their purpose purpose were and fear to use them again. While the natives are very vague on this point, we can only assume that the idea in retaining all the old magical materials is that their presence in the charm box before which the body rituals are conducted will in some way protect the worshipper.
Excellent. Good. So I put the pronunciation of purpose of how to, it might be easier to read that, Perpis, um, just so that it looks a little bit easier to pronounce. Anton, can you try purpose?
Purpose.
Good, yeah. So it's actually per pus, but purpose is usually how we say it just when we're reading and fast. It kind of changes its pronunciation a little bit. And then maladies are great job with the pronunciation, Anna, are diseases. Excellent. So this is talking about that charm box again and all the things they keep in the charm box and why it's important. And how it protects them. Excellent. All right, Anton, why don't you go ahead and start with beneath?
Beneath the charm box is a small font. Each day, every member of the family in succession enters the shrine room, bows his head before the charm box, mingles different sorts of holy water in the font, and proceeds with a brief rite of ab, ab, ablution. The holy waters are secured from the water temple of the community, where the priests conduct elaborate ceremonies to make the liquid richly pure.
Excellent. So that's actually pronounced ablution.
Where okay, right of ablution.
Excellent. Good. Yeah. So what are they talking about here, Anton?
Basically about the holy water, how priests do ceremonies to make it's holy and
What's
pure.
so funny here?
Funny here my pronunciation.
No, your pronunciation was great.
Okay.
Excellent. So yeah, ablution means washing oneself. So you're exactly right. It's talking about this the water and how they use it to wash themselves. Okay, Anton, why don't you continue with the next one?
In the hierarchy, hierarchy,
Hierarchy.
hier- hierarchy in
Good.
the hierarchy of magical practitioners and below the medicine man in pre, in prestige are specialists whose designation is best translated holy mouse man.
Good. Stop for one moment. Anna, could you say hierarchy?
Hierarchy.
Excellent. And Anton, practitioners.
uh, Practitioners.
Excellent. Good. All right, let's hear about the holy mouth men. Go ahead and continue.
The Nacirema have a, have an al- have an almost pathological honor uh, and fascination with the mouth, the condition of which is believed to have a supernatural influence on all social relationships. Were were it not for the rituals of the mouth, they believed that their teeth would fall out. their their gums bleed, their jaws shrink, their friends desert them, and their lovers reject them. So also believes that a strong relationship exists between oral and moral characteristics. For example, there is a ritual ablution
Good.
of the mouth for children, which is supposed to improve their moral fiber.
Excellent. So Anna, what do they believe will happen to them if they don't do these mouth rituals?
Uh, their their teeth would fall out.
Yeah,
Their gums would bleed. Their jaws shrink. Their friends. Uh, what does desert then means?
Anton, do you know what desert means? To desert something or someone?
Uh, it's like to devastate, to
Similar. It means to leave alone, to leave them alone.
oh yeah, okay.
So if you say this supermarket is deserted, it means there's no one there. So if you say desert your friends, that means they're not your friends anymore. You left them. Good. And then their lovers reject them. So they have a lot of strong ideas about these teeth rituals. What do you guys think of this? Is this weird? Is this normal? I don't know.
How it's their culture, and actually we don't know what which roots it has in history. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it means it means something for them. So I don't know. How,
Yeah. What do you think, Anna?
Mm. Well, for me, it is weird, but I cannot judge because it's another culture, and
Yeah.
I have to respect them.
Awesome. Yeah, I agree. To me it's weird. I think it's kind of sounds really weird just because it sounds different. But I don't but yeah, we have to respect their cultures and their traditions even though they might seem unusual to us. Um, maybe it's normal for them and maybe they think something that we do is weird. Maybe it's weird to them, so and normal to us. So yeah, definitely. It seems strange because we're not familiar with it. Okay, I'm going to read the next two paragraphs just for the sake of time, and then we will talk a little bit about this awesome article. Okay, you ready to listen? Can you both hear me?
yeah.
Okay, follow along, please. The daily body ritual performed by everyone includes a mouth rite. Despite the fact that these people are so punctilious about care of the mouth, this rite involves a practice which strikes the uninitiated stranger as revolting. It was reported to me that the ritual consists of inserting a small bundle of hog hairs into the mouth, along with certain magical powers, and then moving the bundle in a highly formalized series of gestures. In addition to the private mouth rite, the people seek out a holy mouth man once or twice a year. These these practitioners have an impressive set of paraphernalia, consisting of a variety of augurs, awls, probes, and prods. The use of these objects in the exorcism of the evils of the mouth involves almost unbelievable ritual torture of the client. The holy mouth man opens the client's mouth and, using the above mentioned tools, enlarges any holes which decay may have created in the teeth. Magical materials are put into these holes. If there age no naturally occurring holes in the teeth, if there is no naturally occurring holes in the teeth, large sections of one or more teeth are gouged out so that the supernatural substance can be applied. In the client's view, the purpose of these ministrations is to arrest decay and to draw friends. The extremely sacred and traditional character of this rite is evident in the fact that the natives return to the Holy Mouth Men year after year, despite the fact that their teeth continue to decay. Okay. Um, so Anna, owls are just, it's talking about a certain type of tool that this mouth man uses, kind of like a metal uh a pointed metal object kind of tool to put in these people's mouths. Um, and basically the message of this paragraph is that they have a lot of weird and different um, rituals with their teeth. Yes, I can give you this article later. Do you guys? Okay, so we have 5 minutes left. So I'm just gonna um, go ahead and continue with discussion. So have you guys heard of any other tribe or group of people that do things similar to the Nacirema?
Well, actually, in Siberia, where I live, some people do practice shamanism, and they also have strange rituals.
Okay,
I think
cool.
it
Um,
exists.
definitely. Yeah, so there you have heard of other people that do this. What about you, Anna?
There are some indigenous tribes here in Brazil that do a lot of strange rituals.
Hmm.
Um, there is a cult, a religion. It's not a religion. It's my gosh, how can I call teacher?
Culture?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Um, uh, a, a cult where
Hmm.
they drink a tea made from, made of, my gosh, I don't know how to say, liana, maybe, a liana, who can make people hallucinating.
Oh, okay, okay.
And they
Yes.
have these strange beliefs, and also some churches exorcise people.
Okay, definitely. Okay, well, we have 2 minutes left, so let me give away the secret of this class. Let's look back up to this name. Look at it backwards. What does that spell?
Sorry.
If you spell this Nacirema backwards, go ahead and type it into the chat, guys. Type it backwards. So A, M, who can type it first?
American.
Yeah, American, guys. So this is actually a funny article that someone used a bunch of fancy words to sound like very different, when really it's the American society. So when we talk about the hog hairs in our mouth, that's a toothbrush, right? A toothbrush has those hairs on it that we brush with our teeth. The holy mouth man is the dentist. Um, they think about their bodies as if they're ugly because a lot of people in society believe that, right? They try and get plastic surgery, or they wear makeup, or they have to get a haircut, or they fix their teeth. The shrine box is actually a medicine cabinet in your bathroom. You know, when you open the bathroom and you look in the mirror and you have to get your toothpaste out? Do you guys have those? A little vanity box?
Ellison,
Mm-hmm.
it's cool. I didn't notice it before. You know,
Yeah, it's funny if we just kind of look at our culture from a different point of view, many of our traditions seem really weird, right? They seem really different, but really, we're just so used to them because they're so common, right? What else do you notice about this? It says it's in between Canada and Mexico, and above the Caribbean, right? That's America. So this is kind of funny. One of my English teachers actually shared this article with me, and I wanted to share it with you guys because we started laughing when we realized what it was about. So I thought it was pretty cool because a lot of people in my class didn't really notice it, just like you guys. Um,
did you notice it by yourself, teacher?
I did, but maybe that's because I read the whole article. Because as you keep reading, there's some things that you're like, hey, we sort of do that. Or, um, so of course, you guys didn't get to read the whole thing. It's very long. We only read a snippet of it. But my favorite part is the holy mouth men, right? Despite the fact that our teeth continue to decay, right? We always go back to the dentist. So I just thought that was really funny because I never thought of it that way. Now knowing this, Anton and Anna, what do you think about this article?
Interesting. Teacher, but we don't have a shrine. It's not everyone that has shrines in their house.
No, but what do you think the shrine could be referring to in American culture?
Some people have. Mm, I don't know.
It's actually referring to a mirror.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny some of the things that they stretch it a little bit. So you can kind of see here. Can you guys see this? It tells you what it means and then what it actually means. So the holy waters is actually holy water, but the holy mouth men, my favorite one, is actually dentist. And then it says an herbalist, right, is actually a pharmacist, right? So very similar. And medicine men are doctors, which makes sense. And the shrine with the box or the chest is a bathroom with the mirror and the medicine cabinet. So I will attach this too. If you want to kind of trick your friends, you can show them that. Anton, what did you think about this article?
Well, it's a good article if you need to explain to someone what actually the any culture is under the hood.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just a way to kind of realize that every culture is different, and even our traditions may seem weird to us if we look at them in a different perspective. So you guys definitely practice your reading, pronunciation, and we learned a lot of new words. So awesome job with that. And I hope you had fun reading this article that about the Nacirema. And hopefully you'll share it with your friends. So if you guys have any,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Thank you, Anna. Bye-bye. Anton, see you. Awesome job. And practice those V's.